Hello, welcome to my channel, and I'm going to take you through another unfinished property, one that is in progress of being built, one that has been abandoned or will just remain unfinished. This one is at Kingsport Lighthouse, a rebuild I did from the ground up. And I always liked this location mainly because it's right by the water and it has a lot of natural rock that gives you this really cool fortification there on the edge. But I do like the view, and it's really cool to build a house out on the edge. But as you come up, I did surround the property with the covenant walls. I always like these, to build just to keep people out, make you feel safer, make your property feel a little more enclosed. But this one is one I just never finished. I kind of moved on to other properties. I started to decorate this house, but wound up getting bored of it, I guess. And that happens to a lot of my builds. I work on it so much that at one point I just give up. So here is the initial house. From the outside here, and once again this is an older build, so this was before I had the wireless electricity. So as you see here, everything had to be conduit wired so I could get power to everything, which is a real pain. So once again, if you've listened to my other build where I have rave reviews for this wireless electricity mod, I strongly suggest using it because it definitely helps. Anyway, so here's the front main property. This driveway coming up here, this is going to be all landscaped here, and it's going to lead to maybe some security spots here, maybe a little security shack or outlook. Maybe have a full-time security guard working there. But this driveway would come up, have a little circular area here, which I'd probably put one of those pre-war cars, as giant as they are, would fit in here. And then the main walkway, you'd walk up to the front entrance here, which has this nice little power armor dog meat statue. This is great. To the entrance here, the checkered floor. And this build basically started, I'll show you where it started. Basically started from the shack. I usually always start from the workbench and work my way out. And that's what this is. This is the workbench, and at an angle, as you see, just because of the location of the original and the build line of the property is right here on the edge. And I believe I started with a shack that was parallel with the workbench, but that wound up not working, so I did scrap it. But I usually do work out from the power bench area just so I know what I'm doing, where I'm going. But so yeah, this house kind of led from there and just kind of built on this, then decided to throw an angle here, make this front entrance. So it just kind of works itself, at least on this one for sure. It was much more organic when it came to building. Just kind of, I would just build a room such as this and then add a door that would lead to other rooms. Make your own maze here. So I don't have any doors on here. That's usually the last thing I put on, and like I said, this is unfinished, so the doors are always last. But this would be a door, you come in, and just off here would be a side door that led out. The air conditioning unit, the conveyor thing, I think a lot of times kind of looks like an AC unit, a giant AC unit. But this would lead out to the storage garage, which has a bed, so if maybe you have a maintenance worker there. Once again, main entrance here. Got a nice laundry area at the bathroom. Sink, everything you would need. Let's see, let's go down this hallway here. So So just off the front entrance here, we have a hallway that would lead all the way down to your workout room. Which has a nice view of the front area here. Nice open spot. Entertainment center. Keep you entertained while you're working out. So that's the workout room. This would lead down to the basement, which we will check out in a bit. But this leads out to the side, which was going to be the grow area for all the food. Various crops down here, but also plenty of workstations to grow food. So that was the idea for this, and this would be let's head back in. Go into the living area. As you first come in, have this incredible view, big open living room. Got your arcade games here. You got the inset main living area. Little bar here. Entertainment area, giant TV, pool table, lots of couches, lots of places to sit. Almost a nightclub vibe to it, I guess. Here on the main floor, where your main residence would be up here on the second level, which if needed to, you wouldn't have to have everyone going upstairs. But this also leads out to the patio area, which has the amazing view of the rain. But you get the idea. And this side part here would lead back to the grow area. Various turrets there guarding areas that might be and this little side area here would also lead all the way back and wind its way back to the shed where the workbench is located. So there's that option there. Let me do a little time jump here and get rid of the rain. Much clearer day, so as you see from the view from the patio, really nice view. Nice place to hang out. So we'll head up into the main living area. And once again, this is still under construction, but the idea was the main entertainment area for yourself would be here. Nice floor-to-ceiling windows here. Entertainment area. This, not sure what I would put in here, but something. Your own little personal library here. All your magazines and comics, books. A little reading area. And a nice view down to the living area there. That would lead into the kitchen here, which would be the main kitchen. Still not sure if I was going to have this table here or not. Had this giant open space here that just kind of happened as I was building, and in a way it almost wound up being too big. I didn't know what to put in there, and it was at a weird angle too, so I haven't quite figured out that. So that's one thing I abandoned mid-build and just decided to move on to something else, but you get the idea. Here's the kitchen. Probably put in a really cool island here. But I thought this was a cool way to kind of separate the rooms. It's this giant institute countertop, and divided it with a miscellaneous fence piece, which I think gives a cool little separation piece. In here is the security office, keeping track of all your security cameras on the property. So that's what this room would be. And this hall obviously leads back down to the stairs. But this hallway here leads down into the main bedroom. which overlooks the front yard here, as you can see. Unfinished front yard. But and just off of there would be the master bathroom. Full shower, toilet, sink. So that's pretty much your main living area up here. So now we will head down to the basement area, which would be more of the area that would have your weapons, your power armor. The idea would be it would be locked up, maybe some kind of security gate, but leads down to this here, which I was thinking would be a massive storage area. All kinds of supplies just lining both walls. Maybe even a power source down there, but that's what that was going to be. And that helps line the shooting range here, which if you delete the boat shack, there's a bunch of birds here, which can be fun target practice. And they respawn, so once you shoot them all down, they will respawn later. So it's kind of a good live target area using the NPC birds, I guess, or the vanilla game birds that are always there, perched on the shack, which at one point was right there. So they are kind of floating in midair, but who cares? We need targets sometimes, right? So this lower area, I wanted to make this cool power armor work area that was kind of built into the rock, using some of the exposed rock here on the edge of the lighthouse, adding in some steel beams and concrete just to give it a more realistic structure look. So that was the idea, that this would just be a massive power armor workstation. And this would lead to a lab area here, and also lead to like a main office, which has a nice view out here of the side. Now, as I was in mid-build here, I really liked the whole power armor workstation area here. Even have a little sleeping quarters here. But my problem was I wanted an area that you could bring your power armor in through the basement here. So possibly out this block here, or maybe even out this area here, is to have some entrance that you could bring your power armor in through the basement to work on. Because how else are you going to get your power armor down here? Unless you walk all the way down the stairs through your front door. I don't really dig that. So I was thinking maybe something out through the side here that maybe led either to a secret door or something, like maybe a secret elevator. So anyways, this pretty much concludes the Kingsport Lighthouse unfinished tour. And I don't know if I'll ever finish this one. Maybe I will. It's in a older saved game from a couple years ago. I think I started this second game or third game solely for building. So if I do finish this, I will definitely have an update of the finished product. But as you can see, it is pretty close to being finished, and you get the idea of this property. So this pretty much concludes the Kingsport Lighthouse unfinished build tour, I guess you would say. Hope you liked it, and until next time, happy building.